Greetings and welcome to Class 5 Collection. I am Ecto Eric. So today we're going to be taking a look at NECA Shredder. Start Shredding the News from the cartoon. Found this, I don't even know this was even out. This has been out 4 or 5 months, I think. I was at Target exclusive. Only found at Target for some reason. But anyways, so I was just there shopping with my wife and niece. I was digging through their NECA section, which is a total disaster at Targets. And this was pushed way in the back, and I saw some purple, so I got back there, got it, looked, I said, oh, that's kind of cool. I said, oh, it's Shredder. All right. I took them over to the scanner, and it said, price not available, see sales associate, and it said out of stock. I'm like, oh, okay. This has happened to me once before. I picked up a Robin from McFarlane. I got him for $5. So went to there was a nice young lady at the electronics section. I gave it to her. Of course, I got my little sad eyes, like that Pussycat does there in Shrek. And I said, this is coming up with no price. And she goes, okay. So she scanned it. She's like, yeah, we shouldn't even have it. It's not in that inventory. She goes, I can sell it to you. She's $20. Sold. Beautiful. Not bad because I didn't have my phone on me at the time. I got out of the store and I got into our Jeep. I looked at it on eBay. This is going for $70 plus shipping. So for $20, great score. Okay, so enough of that. Here's the front of the box. I love it. It reminds me of like a Legion of Doom kind of thing. I just love it. So beautiful graphic in the front, very colorful. There's the side of the box. Same thing on this side. Start shredding the news. Graphic in the back. Then we open it up. Got a nice glamour shot of the figure. I like that when I do figure photography. And here he is in the display window. So I am very excited. I was like really get this out of the way. And I am not in a toy containment unit today. It's just kind of damp down there, and I got the dehumidifier running. So I was like, you know what? I'll just come upstairs. Wifey is at work because she generally works from home 3 days a week. So I figured I come upstairs. Yay! But I'm more comfortable in my toy containment unit than I am upstairs, just because that's my realm. If that makes any sense. So here's Shredder with all his goodies. Fabric cape, very nice. Put him down. The backdrop. Sometimes I forget to show you guys that, but nice, if you want to do figure photography, that's cool. So once you give me a few moments, well, for you it would be instant. I'm going to take him out because there's a lot of ties, and there's going to be a lot of cursing and profanity and crying and complaining. So I'll spare you all that. All right, guys, be right back. And here is Shredder with everything he comes with right out of the box. So he does come with quite a bit of accessories. So let's go over them. Let's go over the hands first. Let's take a look at his paws. So he's got 2, 4, 6, 7. He's got 7 different hands. He's got 2 on here. So he's got 2 fists on it, so that's good. So you got a left C grip, a right C grip, which is good. Thank you for doing that. I hate when they only give you like one side. So that's good. He's got a relaxed paw. Actually pretty well detailed. I like that. And he's got a right relaxed paw. And he's got maybe for holding something. I'm not sure what that paw is going to be for. I can tell you they're very hard, so definitely going to have to heat it up. So those are his hands. So he comes with quite a few hands. And now this is cool. We'll have to get a little close. Comes with a floppy disk. Now, in my generation, before this one, we actually had floppy disks that could actually flop. This was the next generation of floppy disks. So that is well painted. I love it. It really looks like something out of the 80s and 90s. So that's a nice little accessory. Then he comes with this amulet. I don't remember the specific episode. If you do, please let me know. I forgot. I know he put it on him and he could do something pretty wild. So he could do that. Then he comes with the book. This is the Kojima Brothers diary. Doesn't open, but it looks very good. I don't think you can hold it because that sucker is very wide. And I really think that you would definitely destroy the paws. So I'll just have that put aside. I made a table, so I'll put it on the table. Then he has a picture of his mom. Aw. Yeah, you can see where he gets it from. So we have April O'Neil came with it with her aunt. So we have this one out. Shredder loves his mommies. Nothing wrong with that. And this, a Medi laser. Yeah, a Medi laser. Now, when I took this out of the package, I thought I broke it because this little piece is called the directional control module. Right here, it comes out, and it fell out. Like, oh my god, I broke it, but I didn't. Wait, you came out a second ago when I didn't want you to come out. And here it is. Come on. So yes, this little piece does come out. The directional control module. So it just slips in the back. And I really thought I broke it, but I didn't, thank goodness. And if you drop this on the floor, man, it's gone. Now, this is, I think it's beautifully sculpted, painted. I love it. The panel lining is great. If you do get one or have one, be very careful with these wires. They will break very easily. They're going to get brittle. So just be very careful, especially when you've got Shredder holding it. Then he comes with a chef's hat, because he's not just a villain, a warlord, or a punk. He's also a world-class chef. Ain't that cool? See, that's what I like about this guy. He's well-rounded. Kind of dude I want to hang out with. So that's nice. We will see if that fits on his heads. And this is wild. He comes with Shredder Bucks. Look, really gonna have to get close to that. Excuse it, sorry. So, supposed to be Shredder there. And on the back side, oh, upside down, sorry. It's Rocksteady and Bebop. So that's cool. It's plastic, so you can't take it apart. It is plastic. So he comes with 3 head portraits. So he comes with this one, and this one has like an amulet, and I think that's the eyes of Sornoth. I could be wrong. Somebody out there will correct me if I am. Now, what's nice about these pieces? This visor piece will pop off, so you can slap his little chef hat on his head. That's freaking cool. I just get a kick out of that. I think it's funny. And they're interchangeable, so if you want this head sculpt with no mask on, you can put on his standard one. So that's a nice touch. I really appreciate that. And it comes with a Hiroko Saki head portrait. That does look good. I do have one more Shredder. It's the vampire from Universal Monsters. So we will be comparing these two to see if they're the same. Of course, they're going to be painted a lot different because he is the undead. So we'll be taking a closer look at that in a moment. Now, let's take a look at the reason why we're here. Here is Shredder in all his glory. I think he's pretty well done. I just love how he looks right out of the cartoon. And every time I hear Shredder talk, it is Uncle Phil. It's always going to be Uncle Phil. Nobody could ever match that guy. That's him. So he looks very good. Got a nice fabric cape. His colors are perfect, just like the show. So let's take a look at his articulation while we're at it. But these panel lines are well done. I just love it. I'm a sucker for these. Some people don't like it. I get it, but I'm a sucker for it. So let's take a look. I just look at those evil eyes. It's cool. So he can look up a little bit, and he can look down. Not much. You can do a 360. And, oh, wow, he can actually tilt his head. All right, I like that. Now, he can do a T-pose. Now, what's not bad is I thought this was going to hinder it a lot, and it really doesn't. I really thought those shoulder pads were going to, they actually move up. But see what's happening? You got to be careful they don't get pinched in the bicep. So I really wouldn't be doing a 360 just because of these. If they're hinged, which they are, they could break off. So I wouldn't be doing a 360. His elbows. Yeah, you can get a good bend almost up to his face. That's very good. It does have a swivel. It's tight, but it's there. Very little, almost non-existent crunch. No back. His hands do a 360. Even though technically it does have that, this peg should go up and down. Trying to get these to do that is, yeah, it's not going to work very well. So I don't even bother. So now down here, you can do a split, but you've got this diaper down there. So that's going to hinder that. Now kicking back, forget it, because he's got the diaper and the skirt. So you're not going to get much there. Forward is a little better, but you can hear the creaking. So you're really not going to get much leg. And over here in this bottom, he can do 90, so that's good. And he does have a swivel, so good, good, good. Let's see his hooves. Yeah, they do. They go up and down, they rock. Very, very, I don't mess with NECA's hooves that much. I just wouldn't. But he does look pretty good. Does he have a, yeah, his bicep does spin, so that's good. Does have a rotation there too, so this will move. So not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. My looking at him right now, out of the box, number one gripe right now is this: you can't see his neck. Even in a cartoon, you can see his neck. That goes way too high, so it doesn't look right. And I don't think there's a way to. I don't know. I just think that's too much material. I'm not sure if there's anything I can do. Probably not, because I'm not talented. Because I'm a hack. But anyways, all right. I'm gonna go heat him up again. Take his head off. We'll do some head swaps, and I'll go get the other NECA. The other NECA. Correct. I'll get the other NECA shredder. Okay, swapping out the head was a pain in the butt. I had to put a lot of heat to get the old head off. Not much to heat this one up and put it on, but getting it off was a nightmare. Uh, I took it off. I took the cape off and I shoved it as far down as I could on his neck. So it looks better. It's not up to his chin, so it does look a little better. Not as good as that, but it's, to me, it's definitely better. So I think he looks fine like that. And what's nice, like I said earlier, you could pop off if you don't want the eyes of Sarnoff. You can pop that. I didn't slam the head all the way down because it's a nightmare getting off. That's one thing, NECA, you need to work on. I know you're never gonna hear me or talk to me or whatever, but work on your. Just put a regular post. Don't put a ball joint. You don't need this damn. You don't need that. Just put a post. You don't need that. It's just stupid, in my opinion. It frustrates us. You want to swap heads out, and so anyways, so back to what I was saying. So if you don't want this look, just pop that off, and you can get the standard one. So not bad. Yeah, they look good. Yeah, the expression, Yeah, this one's more grimacing, I think. Yeah, he's more neutral. He's a little more grimacing, so not bad. And of course, this one you can't see his face because he's got that Cobra Commander kind of look. So now, how does he look? Oh yeah, with the amulet, I am holding it off. So just put the amulet on there. I'm not going to force the head all the way down because it's a pain. So you could do that. Looks good. Or if you want to slap his head on, you could do that. And if you really want him to be cool, you can wear a chef's hat. Tonight we dine on turtle soup. That's just wrong, but that's what he would say. I don't know how the hat goes. I don't know if it goes this way or this way. I don't know. But it looks good either way. I'm really nervous about putting the weapon in his hand. I'm gonna have to heat those hands up because I'm so afraid of those hoses. But I'm gonna try it. So he can hold the meta rifle, but it's a pain, especially this paw and that thumb. Um, will I have him displayed with it? I don't think so. A missed opportunity, NECA. I don't know why. Why didn't you give him a katana, a sword? I'd much rather have, to be honest with you, rather have a couple of swords than have this. This is cool, but you could have thrown in a sword because you have it on the box. That's what ticks me off. You're advertising it, not advertising, but you're showing him with it. Why? I don't understand NECA sometimes. I really don't. So yeah, he can't hold the book. He can barely hold this. He's not gonna be able to hold the book. It's a nice, but if you can't utilize your accessories, what's the point? Now, I was very, very careful and nervous about these little wires. They could break. So there's one here, there's a blue one and a red one. If you're not careful, your thumb hits that, boom, it's broke. So yeah, I think it's nice, but I think, I think I'd much rather have a katana, definitely, or two. So the plastic you used for this, I think, would have been, because I want him with a sword. So I'm gonna have to look. I might have one in my arsenal somewhere. Hopefully, that will fit him. The hands switch out very easily, but you have to put a lot of heat to get him to hold the gun. So personally, no, I'm not going to have him hold the gun because I'm afraid of breaking it. Now, my other problem is because I had to stretch the hand out. For his gun, he's going to have a hard time holding his mom's picture. And I don't know if I can get this hand underneath it so he can cradle it. I don't know, but I'll just put it on off to the side. Same thing with his shredder box. But this hand, I think this, you know what this hand's probably for? It's probably for the cassette, for the floppy disk. Let's see. So I'll have to take a look. I'm pretty sure that will slip in there. And of course, you always worry about paint rub off. Yeah. Okay, so it does hold. It does. It looks good. But yeah, I don't understand why they didn't give us that. So not too bad. It holds it. It's gonna do something with a Technodrome or something with it. So my final thoughts. It's a good figure. It's not great. I like this one because this one's definitely a little more beefier because he's got more armor and stuff on. But you can definitely see the resemblance. But this guy is not bad. I'm glad I picked him up for 20 bucks. Is he worth 70? Oh, hell no. I'm sorry. No way. Those scalpers are effing crazy. Um, I hope if you did want him, I hope you didn't pay anywhere near that. I think that's a rip-off. I'm very lucky. I got it for 20. So, but I do like it. My downside is no sword, even though you have it on the back of the box, NECA. Come on, duh. I would have sacrificed that gun for one or two katanas, but that's me. He does look good. Articulation's not great, but it's not bad either. But it is what it is. But yeah, so I'm happy I have him for what I'm so glad I wouldn't have paid that kind of money. That's just silly. So how tall does Shredder stand? He stands, clocks in just about 7 inches. So that's 17 centimeters. If I'm wrong, let me know. So here he is with the Dracula Shredder. Here he is with an Utron, which he's from the Mirage comics. I don't have the Mirage one of Shredder. Hopefully I will get him one day. And he comes with definitely one of my favorite guys. And here he is with Rat King. Rat King, what's up, dude? Oh, dude, you've been standing up fine the whole time. You're camera shy? What's going on, bro? Dude. So, yeah. He has been fine all afternoon. I've been moving him around. I put him in front of the camera. He's like, see ya. Bang. And he does have rats that clip on him, so that's cool. So that's my collection. I do have more, but these are the guys I got to. So that's a quick look at them. I think they look pretty good together. Of course, he is much taller. He really is. So that's a look at him, guys. So I swapped out his head. And yes, it does now. Of course, the neck is not going to match the color because of his skin tone right there. But you could definitely do it. So it does fit. And it actually looks pretty good. So for me and Shredder, I want to say, I hope you're safe wherever you are. Please take care. Keep collecting. Peace.